Here again in my kitchen on my off day cooking. So give me a minute to set up on my other computer. For some reason I'm not coming up live on my other computer. I'm trying to find myself and I'm not finding myself. For some reason she is not here. And I'm going to find, here I am. Took a minute. So here I am. Let me turn the mute button off. Turn the mute button. So there's the mute button, I turned it off. Some of y'all can be all over the place. Y'all probably are all over the place. Y'all can be everywhere and anywhere. So we get ready to move into this section of cooking for the day. Shalom. So I have a couple of things that I'm gonna be doing, but I always stay with the main focus of what I'm doing. So I'm doing some homemade hot dog buns. I've been aching and itching and meditating on making these hot dog buns for the last 3 weeks, and finally today I'm able to take some time to make these hot dog buns. But before I go into that, I got a few other things going on. I haven't eaten today, so I'm gonna make me some fresh applesauce. I like my applesauce chunky. It's not gonna be a lot, just enough for me. Then I'm doing a waffle. And I'm eating some quiche because I saved my quiche. And then I'm getting ready to freeze my second pie. This was my bean pie that I made the other day. I'm getting ready to freeze this pie because 2 pies is too much for one person. I don't eat like that, so I'm not trying to mess my waistline up. So I'm freezing this bean pie. And so whenever I want it, I can get to it. So I'm getting ready to start with everything that I'm getting ready to prepare. And so you just need to see what I am doing. This is 2 teaspoons of yeast. This is fast rising instant yeast. You gotta use instant yeast because this is an hour and 20-minute recipe, and it's 242 calories. So I don't recommend you making any of this stuff that I'll be making sometime because it's fattening, but I eat it. So you want to get you some self-rising yeast. Some packages, open it on the side and close it up so get you some self-rising yeast. So that's 2 teaspoons of self-rising yeast. Then you want 1 tablespoon. Actually, it's 2 tablespoons of sugar. So this is 1 tablespoon of sugar here. And I'm going to put another tablespoon of sugar in here. Shalom to you all. So it's 2. So it's, hold on for a minute to cut. Pour this out here now. I'm going to clean that up. So that's 2 tablespoons of yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar. You want not hot milk, but sort of like room temperature milk. So you want 1 cup of room temperature milk. You're going to pour that into your 2 cups of yeast and your 2 teaspoons of yeast and your 2 teaspoons. I'm going to get this right in a minute, y'all. I need to eat. I should have ate first. I'm going to start over. We're doing 2 tablespoons of self-rising yeast. That's self-rising instant yeast. Then we're doing 2 tablespoons of sugar. I use cane sugar. Then we're doing 1 cup of milk. And you want to pour this in here and make sure that it rises right. So you're just going to set this aside. So got that right. Get my thoughts together. Now in a separate bowl, you're going to do 2.5 cups of flour. Bread flour is better, but I'm using what I have. So this is 2 cups of flour. Pour in here. And then we're going to do another 1/2 cup of flour. Doing 2.5 cups of flour. Shalom to you all. I have to stay focused because I am not messing up no bread. I will talk to you once I'm in a self-rising stage. So that's 2.5 cups of flour. And then you want to do 1/2 cup of salt. I did Himalayan salt. So that's 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then you want to do another 2 tablespoons of sugar. So 2.5 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, a half a teaspoon of salt, and I use Himalayan salt. This other flour you're going to use to knead the bread with. So in the meantime of that going on, I'm going to let this, you got to let this sit for about 5 minutes. So that's your yeast. You're just letting it sit for about 5 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm going to give myself about a little bit of a timer on here. About a 4-minute timer, because I'm going to go over here on this side and I'm making me some, because I haven't eaten, so I'm doing a combination. I'm making me a waffle. So I'm getting ready to make a waffle. I know it's the middle of the day, but that's what I have a taste for. And I have some, I like sweet and savory stuff, so that's what I'm doing now. Just to get at about 5 minutes. So we're going to give that about 5 minutes. Just give it a little bit of time. Shalom. I don't know how to use the computer like that. I don't know. I don't know how to use that. Somebody, you have to teach me how to do that. I'm not real familiar with how to do what is your topic live stream. I'm making buttery hot dog buns today, and I haven't figured out how to work a computer. I need to go back to school for it, but I work with what I have. But I don't know how to do a topic live stream. Somebody have to train me. I'll Google it when I get offline. So, but I am making buttery hot dog buns, something none of us should be eating. But I'm making them. So, sorry about that. So over here I have a half a cup of water. And this is to start off with my, doing a couple of things. To start off with making my applesauce. So sorry about that. I don't know how to work that. So I'm just waiting for this. Get it right. So while this is rising, it should look a certain way. I'll show you what it should look like. Yeah. I don't know how to work the computer like that. So shalom to you all. Give me a minute to wait on this to cook. I'm waiting on that to warm up, waiting on something to cook, something to warm up. Just need a few more minutes in here. You need to always get you a wooden spoon is always good. Stir up this flour, sugar, and salt. Stir it up a little bit. And so my waffle came out really good for a change. I like little waffles at home. For some reason I like little mini waffles. They're just cute to me. They taste good. So it's my little mini waffle. And I already did my quiche last week. I wanted quiche. Microwaves are not good for us, but so just waiting for this to rise a little bit more. And you all know that I made my own maple syrup last week, so I did maple syrup. You should make your own maple syrup. I think it's better. Shalom to you. I think I was in here a while back. You were making zucchini bread. Yeah, it was. You're right. Thank you. Shalom to you. Yes, I did my own maple syrup. And actually I put rose water in it, so it tastes like maple syrup and rose water. Which I have a thing about rose water. It tastes so good to me. You get rose water from either online or specific grocery stores have rose water. All grocery stores don't carry rose water. So, waiting on this to get hot. Give me a second. Something new. So yeah, I made this zucchini bread. And we're going to let that cook a little bit more. So I'm still waiting on this. This is how your yeast should look like this. If it don't look like this, there's something wrong with your yeast when you put the water in there. If it don't look like that, then your bread is not going to turn out right. waffles add up to one whole waffle. I just like the little mini waffles. Another 5 minutes on that. So shalom, everybody. Just waiting on this. I think it's raining outside, y'all. So this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It's just nice to be alive another day. Some people didn't wake up this morning. Some people didn't make it through the night. So I'm thankful to be alive another day. I'm gonna melt my butter for my waffle. I like my butter melted. I like melted butter. So I'm gonna put that in there, melted. I'll tell you one thing about melting butter in the microwave is if you don't cover that butter up, y'all know it'll go everywhere. Anything you put in the microwave, you need to cover because it'll splash everywhere. I be seeing that at work. The microwave be looking horrifying. I can't even use it. We have 3 microwaves at work and they all look bad. All 3 of them look bad. People don't cover their food. So, you always want to cover something just as simple as that. And that's it. So I'm getting ready to start making my apple sauce. It ain't that many because I don't want that many. So I just poured 2 apples in there. I put some cinnamon. That went everywhere. Some brown sugar. And a little nutmeg. And a little bit, just a cap full of vanilla. That's all you need. It depends on how many apples you're using. It varies from your taste buds, how much cinnamon and everything you use. So, just waiting on that. I just got cinnamon over here to get off the stove. So I'm going to get a little smasher out. My apples. So I am doing buttery homemade hot dogs. Shalom, Aroto, Yars and the Don 4567. Shalom. So my 2 waffles are ready. So I'm doing some quiche. That's what I'm eating now, some quiche and some waffles. Once I put my butter on there, I'm waiting on these apples to start cooking. So I'm gonna put some apples on my waffles. It's gonna take a minute for that to go. So this thing is not going off yet. Let's see, it should. Didn't even ring to tell me it was ready. So this is ready. This has been 5 minutes. So this is going to be my yeast, 2 tablespoons of yeast, as I said earlier, my 2 tablespoons of sugar, and my 1 cup of milk. And I'm going to pour it in the middle of here. So I'm pouring it in the middle of my flour. And once I pour that in there, I start stirring. I'm going to start stirring. You want to put your 2 eggs in the middle. As a matter of fact, what I should have did was mix them. I think it's better. It's always better to mix your eggs up before you pour them into something you make it. I make it do. You want to always mix your eggs up together when you pour them in. You always need a spatula, so. Get all your eggs out of there. Stirring the eggs up. And you put some butter in here. 3 tablespoons of butter. There's 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons of butter, and 2.5 cups of flour. And you mix it up. Mixing it up. And I put 2 tablespoons of sugar. So these are my apples over here cooking. They just need to get soft. Brown sugar, nutmeg, vanilla extract, and apples over some water, half a cup of water. Depends on how many apples you're using. Oh, my applesauce is so good. Easy to make. So now that my bread is all mixed together, I'm gonna put it to the side and let it rise. In a few minutes, give it 15 minutes to rise. What we're gonna do with that? Cover it up and give it 15 minutes to rise. Give it 15 minutes. I'm gonna put this timer on 15 minutes. So you want to cover it up. Where's my scissors at? Get my scissors over here. So you want to cover up your bread so it can rise. Yeah, I had made, shalom to you. Shalom, yeah, I had made some bean pies, some navy bean pies the other day. That turned out real good. And my cookies really turned out good. I almost ate the cookies all up. You just put that in there and let it rise 15 minutes. Now I have a taste for savory right now. I just do. When I get home sometimes I have bad eating habits. Today is a bad eating habit day for me. Unfortunately, I'm eating junk today. We all have those days where we eat stuff we shouldn't eat. Some of us don't. Some people can get out of this lifestyle and really get into eating healthy for the rest of their life. Sometimes their health makes them eat healthy. Or somebody else in their family have bad health and they know if they don't eat healthy, they're going to start having the same problems. So it just depends on how your genes are. Now y'all know I like ice cream with my waffles for some reason. So I am doing my butter pecan ice cream that I have made. Still doing my butter pecan ice cream with my waffles because I like butter pecan ice cream that I made. Homemade butter pecan ice cream. Do a couple of scoops of that out. It's still soft. Shame on me, but I'm eating it. That's what I have a taste for. And we all got these taste buds. These awkward taste buds. Everybody's palate is different, so my homemade butter pecan ice cream. And it looks like my water over here is acting different. So I'm going to put some more water into these apples because they seem like the water is cooking down faster than the apples are getting soft. So I'm going to put some more water in here, just a little bit more. So I have, let this cook down a little bit more for my apples. Yeah, it's a rainy day today. Just waiting for that to get right. Wash a few dishes. Shalom to you all. I'm gonna wash these dishes as I go. Not like to have dishes in the sink. Just waiting on that. And I've never liked my food hot. My palate is not set for my food being hot when I eat it. I've never liked hot food. I don't know why, that's just how my palate is. bear with me. I'm just washing a few dishes. Shalom for you all. So what y'all cooking? Anybody cooking anything great today? Something that y'all want to share? What y'all cooking today? Anybody cooking or somebody cooking for you all? I'm eating late. I'm having a late lunch breakfast. A brunch, I guess that's what I want to call it, a brunch. Because y'all know when y'all go to a brunch, y'all have a million things on y'all plate. Don't nothing match. You don't go to no buffet. That's why I don't go to buffets. Be too much to put in your stomach. You'll be mixing up all kind of stuff. Going to them buffets. I do like brunches though. I like brunches. Buffets just be overwhelming for me. I like a good brunch. Anybody cooking anything today? Waiting on this bread to rise. 15 minutes to rise. I have to get some flour on here so I can knead it once it rises. Do a little bit of kneading. Turn my counter off. I have to knead this bread right here. Just gonna put this flour down on this counter, y'all, so I can knead this bread. For a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit of kneading. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably, let's see. The Lord willing, we all live, I think Friday. Depending on what day I have off. My next day off, maybe Thursday. Thursday or Friday, I'm gonna make some either sharp ribs or some oxtails. I haven't decided, but I'm gonna make one of them. I got a taste for some sharp ribs and some oxtails. So I've been off of meat all week. Today is my first time having meat again. So yeah, I haven't been off that meat, just took a break. Took a break up from meat for a week. Sometimes you have to take a break from meat, for real. That meat be calling us. Took a week off. I wanted that meat so bad, I was like, no, I'm not eating no meat. I'm gonna wait, take a break. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this to rise. Take about 15 minutes. It's the warm milk and you all know it's the warm milk and not hot, but just room temperature milk and instant yeast that makes the bread rise faster. So I'm just waiting on that to rise. So these are soft enough. Smash them right in the pot. Smash up the applesauce. This applesauce. I like chunky applesauce. For some reason I like my applesauce chunky for some reason. I don't like smooth applesauce. I like to still taste that, the chunkiness of the apples. My mother used to make homemade applesauce. That's where I get this from. That's where I get it. So I'm making some homemade applesauce. Make that homemade applesauce. Just chunky and put it in here. Some homemade chunky applesauce. gonna take this same chunky applesauce. I'm gonna put it over my waffles, because that's what I have a taste for, y'all. So, this is what I'm getting ready to eat. I have some sausage bacon quiche with cheese. And I have some pecan ice cream and some waffles and some homemade maple syrup. And I'm getting ready to eat this while my bread is rising over here. I'm going to have a brunch, because I haven't eaten all day. The reason why I've been working on my book, I don't know if I told some of you all that my book is available online. I don't know if any of you are familiar with me, but this is my book I just published. This book was out in 2010, The Mind of the Spirit. It was selling from 2010 to 2017. And the owners of Tate Publishing, T-A-T-E, it won't allow me. It wants me to have 1,000, thank you for asking me. It wants me to have 1,000 followers. Can you believe that? You all have to subscribe. It wants me to have, they want me to have 1,000 followers first. It won't allow you. Facebook, TikTok, all of these social medias are owned by these people, and they have requirements. And one is they will let me know when I get to 1,000 followers. So that's overwhelming. I mean, wow, that's what they want. 1,000 followers. I couldn't even, you can't even post on some of these social media pages without having, that's their rules, their policy. So I thought, okay, well, nothing I can do about that unless people subscribe, and nothing I can do. I really appreciate that, because this is a challenge for me, my transitioning from driving semi-trucks to working retail. Retail, don't pay that much. So it's been real difficult for me since I came out of driving trucks. But yeah, they want you to have, they sure want you to have that. I couldn't believe that's what they wanted. I couldn't believe they want me to have 1,000 followers before I can do the donation option. Did you know that? I couldn't believe that. I was like, nothing I can do about it. That's their rule, So whoever runs these companies and own these social media sites, that's what they do. But that is my Cash App right there. If anybody want to support me, thank you for the support. But yeah, they won't allow it. I tried. They said they would. Like I said, they'll let me know when I get to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at what? Barely 300. I mean, a lot of people watch me, but they're not subscribing. So when I bite into these waffles and this homemade maple syrup, because let me show you what I put in here. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Not this one. Let me show you. This is another one. You have to get you some of this. You get you some rose water. This is how I make my rose cupcakes. This is what I use. This works, y'all. So what I did was I put this rose water into my maple syrup, and when I bite into these waffles with these homemade apples, I'm tasting rose water. My maple syrup tastes like rose water. You talking about good. Oh my goodness. This is a treat, y'all. This is so good. Yeah, I transferred from driving 18-wheelers, being over the road for 28 months. Dangerous. Very dangerous career. Very, very dangerous career. And I came out of that. October the 20th was my last day driving semi-trucks. And it took me a month and a half to find a job, so I didn't have any income for a month and a half. Not mentioning that I was supporting two of my sons that are in Los Angeles, California, because they were struggling. And so they, you know, when you supporting somebody, it really eats down all your savings. Y'all know that. It eats down your savings. They struggling because they didn't want to be guided by me. They decided to take another road. So that was a lot. I gotta turn off this heater. I got this heater on over here. So yeah, but yeah, it's hard to get support. People don't even know the struggle. But yeah, so now I'm working retail and it's not a lot of hours. And I'm praying that I can maintain where I live at because this is not easy. So I'm getting ready to after I finish baking and cooking, I'm gonna be working on my cookbook today because my book, The Mind and the Spirit, is already up and running. Like I was saying to y'all, this book is up. You can find it on Amazon. I even took the price down. I made this book half price, 274 pages. It's half price because I wanted people to be able to afford it. I had it higher, much higher, and the Holy Spirit said, take the price down. And they take 70% of the profit. So I only make, anytime somebody support my book, it's only I make $5. And I'm trying to open up a 24-hour incest victim crisis center. So it's going to a good cause. But they're taking 70% of the profit. All right. This piece is good. So I appreciate what you said. I really do. I appreciate that. Somebody was on here last week and asked me, honestly, they asked me what my cash app was and where do I send $500. But I don't know what the purpose was because they never sent it. They were just playing a game or what, but I'm not even driving now. I gave up my car and everything to drive semi-trucks. So, helping my two sons out, transferring into a job, not a career, is, I took a big pay cut, a major, massive pay cut. Oh, anyway, I appreciate you asking. So, what y'all cooking? Anybody cooking? Y'all cooking anything? Okay. So I got some apple juice I made last week. Let me see what this looks like. So I'm gonna need this dough. I need this dough. I'm just putting nothing on the stove because I'm forever having something on the stove. I need this dough here. It's really messy. I'm gonna get it out. You need a lot of flour when you're kneading dough. A lot of flour when you're kneading dough. This is just that. Just making those homemade marshmallows that I made. Just gotta knead this dough out of here. Whew. This is worse than making marshmallows. Get it out. Looks like I'm gonna need more flour than what I thought I needed. Let's get this dough out of here. It's really messy. Need some more flour. Give me a minute to get some more flour out of here. flour. Get a spoon, get this flour out here. Get this flour and put it on here. This is a lot of, this dough is sticking. Give me a minute to get this out of here. This is coming out. But I'll take my time. Gotta be chilling with flour and dough. It'll get stubborn on you. I wish I could see it coming out of here. Y'all see it a little bit. Let me see. If I move this camera back a little bit, y'all can see the dough that I'm putting ready to knead. To put it where y'all can see it. Hope this don't tip over. So hold on. Got a little bit too much stuff over here. I'm gonna have to give me enough. I think that's about good enough. You can see this flour really messy, don't it? Oh yeah. So yeah, y'all support me. I appreciate it. It's going towards some good things. Cause I have to see this flour I'm needing. This dough. Down here. When I turn on music, the everybody's music that you listen to, if you're doing a live, that's somebody else's copyright. So they block certain areas. So sometimes I just rather not do the music because of that. I'm saying you're using somebody else's content when you didn't get their permission, but they'll let you use it. So yeah, you see this dough I'm kneading here? I'm kneading this dough. It gets so messy. About 5 minutes. Just a little more. About 2 more minutes. You're estimating the 5 minutes in your head. That's what you're doing. So you knead this around so you can make your homemade hot dog buns. That I shouldn't be making, but I've been wanting to make these hot dog buns. I want to put them in my book. Once I That's about 5 minutes right there. Once you need it, put a lot of flour in here. You're gonna put this dough, take this dough here, and put it back into that bowl for 30 minutes. Then cover it up. So hold on a minute, let me get this. Hold on for 1 second. Bear with me. Just get this dough off me and I'll cover this up. Hold on for a minute. I'm coming back. That's fine. Get this off me. I appreciate anything, and I appreciate you asking questions. I'm gonna cover this dough back up here, man, so listen, my hands off. This stuff gets messy. I have it. Now I'm gonna drop my hands off. So yeah, so you cover this back up for 30 minutes and let it rise. Give me about 30 more minutes. And this is 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes, you all. So I am going to let this rise. I'll be back in 30 minutes. So give me a minute to let this rise. So I'll be back in 30 minutes. Shalom to y'all. I'll see y'all in 30 minutes. Thank you.